with you, I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you, my color bright. I ain't finna fade with you, man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh, lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner's side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Leave beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Leave beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got...
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Now up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Alert, alert. 125. Hey, we got a snap.
On first down, Watson. And right away, he lost the football. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 72 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal.
58, boy, 58, Mike. There's a corner now.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team, because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hatchet. Shoot! Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
50 set. UNT. All day. All day. Line him up.
On first down, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun, here's Watson. Completes this to Waring. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Hey, 24. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58. He ain't giving him nothing today. 58.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Luck. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Hines. Now the ball comes loose, and the Texans scoop it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Mike, 58, right there. You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Back to throw, Watson. Being chased out left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Watson to throw on 3rd down. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's just me and you. Check 3. Undercrunch. Check. Lucky. You got 24. You got tight. You got
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Tighten up. 31.
Operating from the gun. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Foster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Hines. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Locke. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Timmy Jernigan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw is Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go. 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They run the counter. It's Hines. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I don't care what anyone says. To me, it takes a little bit of intestinal fortitude to call a running play in this down and distance. I mean, you're talking 3rd and 10, and sometimes the angles line up really well on a running play.
Well, caught him totally off guard, obviously.
I think you catch him in some pass drops, and now you're able to fire out and get some space and create it for your runner and let your blockers get a good approach attack on the defenders.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Love. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Texans 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 58.
Now it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Colts.
Now a first down throw. Locke. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Luck now to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Luck on 3rd down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They run with Hines, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st down, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Zach Cunningham with a pick. Schwab down the numbers. There he goes. And this results in 6. Touchdown. short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. They come up in an offset eye.
Check 24. Watch 31. Watch the eye.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Line him up.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I smell fear in that offense.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That one for Indianapolis resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A shotgun snap for Locke. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On first and 10, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
11. 41. I'm going to wedge that, huh? Hey, defense, let's go. Sponge. No. Check. Crunch. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. You're trapped. Go.
Second and 10, Luck again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. This is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch QB drop. Let him go.
Here's Watson. It's wearing the tight end with it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off of play action, Luck. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Luck now to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Luck. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans are going to win the football game. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Houston, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get